Welcome back to the March to Orbit. To March to Orbit. That's a terrible intro. We should probably re-record that, but the clock is on and I must keep going. So it is the 9th of March. I was expecting it to be tight on us getting to orbit, but I actually think we're gonna get there with a bit of distance. So then I need to start thinking about what the next steps would be. So if I make it to orbit, what should be my next goal? What should I be pushing for? Right, in this episode, we just need to build some cash up and do some research. We've got, look, these are on green. How wonderful. They're going to get done quickly. 1.16 times. So we're going to, let's see, is there anything else I actually want to get on the record? No, it's literally that one and that one, isn't it? If we can get this one, then I can actually put together a nice orbital craft with the RD-0105. Which I think potentially we could do moon missions with, but I don't want to push that too much, right? So yeah, the RD-0105 is an option, and that's going to be 12 science. I will need to get this one, so that's 22 science, and then we need to get these two, which is 14, which is 36 science? 36, so I need about 36 science. So we've got 29 science to get, basically. We need to get 29 more science. Actually, when jumping backwards and forwards a lot here. We can upgrade our avionics and stuff. In fact, what I'm going to do is, so I sometimes wonder whether you need to do this, because otherwise it won't show up. I don't know. We've also got separate structure tanks. We'll do that. Just do this anyway. I always do it just in case it's playing silly, and then you got this. That's the one I really want. Integral structure. That's going to give us orbit. I think that's going to be our orbit key. And then the engines, of course, and we'll build something I think pretty much like my Javelin craft in the past, because I quite like that design. Right, so we're going to launch this. We're going to run some stuff, and that's going to get done. What do I actually want to do? These I'm not going to take because we haven't invested a lot of funds. We don't actually have the sort of time limiting factor that we normally would have. That I wouldn't be able to run towards it, so I can't actually accept those. It's one of the odd things about a speedrun versus a speedrun. If I accept these, I don't have the build time to actually complete them, so I'd actually fail it. Thanks, Gene. Thank you very much. So let's have a look. What do I want to do? This one has just been building up and building up and building up. It's like 400% now. I really want to achieve that, actually. Could we do that with the Oh, we can't. We can't pair them up. That's right. I can't pair them up. We could put it on one. No. We could. What's the downrange one? It's 20. See, that's actually getting to the point now where it's almost as good. So do I just do that and then let the downrange build up a bit? No, because the downrange is long as well. Let's do the downrange one. So this requires a 335, and it needs to go 360 kilometers, and it needs to be minimum altitude 140. Yeah. So we know we can do this. So we'll do that one. Yeah, let's do that one. Then we can just build some other stuff up in the background. So we'll come over here. We'll move this up. We'll move you up to there, and then I'm going to duplicate you as well so that we've got you. We're going to move the film down, and Alpha Beta 1 can actually go in the toilet. It's odd that you build that craft and then never really use it again. I always find that a bit odd, but I'm going to warp this. The reason, following retirements have occurred. We'd already got rid of her. She wasn't on the roster, wasn't she? I thought I got rid of her. So it doesn't really affect me. Thank you very much for that. I'm keeping that one in stock just because we might as well. We're actually just waiting for things to build and research now, and I know I could spend money on upgrade points, but I don't want to. If I'm entirely honest, I'm aware that our engines are going to cost a lot, and our tooling is going to cost a lot, and we don't get as much money because we're in hard mode. So yeah, I may do a speedrun, sort of classic speedrun in harder mode at some point, but I don't know. Be interesting. Right, so here we are. That scene transition took about 40 seconds. I have no idea why. Thank you very much. Get rid of those vessel things. Right, let's just bring up the mission tab. Let's get this one knocked out of the park nice and quickly. Downrange contract. Should be too hard. Doop-a-doo-ba-doo. Get the engine started. Engine will probably fail. And the good thing about this is it's just getting experience on engines. And I don't know if that's transferable, actually. I actually don't know. I don't think the A9 is transferable. Not to the engine that I'm probably going to go to, which is annoying, actually. I wish it was, but this might be a pointless engine experiment development flight thing. So yeah. Oh, you know what? We want to start going faster in these episodes, don't we? We need to get going. If I'm going to go beyond orbit, we've got to get to orbit quickly. So let's get going. Let's get moving. Go on. So it's going to turn over like that. So yeah. I do find that I think the start of RP-1, you do tend to build 2 or 3 launch vehicles, and you sort of refine them. And yeah, that's the way it goes. And if you go to like the Russian version, you do say, I'm going to use just the Russian engines. You end up building basically 1 launch vehicle, and it does everything. So it's a bit weird. There are some other options. I was actually considering. Oh, hello. I was considering, and I don't think I went far enough across. Then that is problematic at best. Yeah, that is problematic. Actually, thinking about it, I don't even know what my altitude is. Oh dear. This might not be enough. This might be a problem. I may have been too busy talking to actually do what I'm supposed to do. Is this going to get to... Yeah, I should be okay. We should be okay. If it comes down, or if it comes down gently, we should be... Yeah, we're okay. Oof. I was actually concerned then. Right. I'd really like it to finish the mission there. Yeah, that's good. Right. Can we just range safety that? Yeah. There's no science going on. Range safety. There we go. Wonderful. Right. Back to the Space Center. Right. So we are back, and we've had another transition that took a lot of time. All right. Let's have a look. Next one. Thank you very much, Jane, making the noise again. So this is now back to 0, is it? Or it'll be down. Oh, because of course we constantly reset. It's one of the advantages of us being so bad at doing the building. So this is now like 30. You know what? I should just do it to get it out of the way. I really should. What's the altitude it wants me to get to? 150. I'm actually wondering whether we could do it with one of those sounding rockets, the smaller ones. See, it's actually better than that, and it's... Is it? It is actually better, isn't it? That does not give us much. So it's actually better doing this altitude one. That's hilarious. We'll just let that run. We'll probably end up doing some of those. In fact, I might as well do it next. So let's pop that to there, and then we'll duplicate that again. There we go. What we will do is move that to there. Right, so we've got this bio one to do. We're going to just knock that one out, I think. Low space. We'll do it now. We'll just get it done. Get that one out of the way. That's to 120. Yeah, it's 120. So we're going to launch that. We're going to time warp, recondition the pad. The pad needs reconditioned, obviously. And we'll roll you out while that one's building, and that we'll do that next. We'll try and get a few launches in this episode. Get the cash fund built up. That's all we're trying to do right now, is build the funds up. So we're going to launch that. Recover flight. So we're going to launch this one. Right. So here we are. We are ready. Getting all of the stuff going. Let's bring up the thing. So where's the actual mission that I'm supposed to be doing? Here we are. 120 with 75. We have all of the requirements for it, so we can just launch when ready. We want surface. Go there. I don't want to go too much higher. Start the engine. Thank you very much. Release the clamps. It does its little wobble thing that it always does, which then sends it off at a little angle there, which is interesting. I wonder if that's something to do with the fact that we've got this HD Cape Canaveral installed. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's the launch pad is slightly off angle or something. I don't know. Maybe we should try launching from some of the other sites. Look at the little VAB there, and you've got all these things. Isn't it wonderful? We should probably get this going. So I think what we'll do is I will start having a look at building orbital craft. I think that's what we need to do, because otherwise it's just going to be episode after episode of launching these things over and over again. It'll become exceedingly boring, because it does. Because it comes the old sounding rocket grind, as they say. I'm going to put you there. I quite like you there. Yeah. Right. Becomes the old sounding rocket grind, which RP-1 can be. Part of the reason why I think so many people speedrun it, or try and speedrun it, or watch speedrunning on it, or the traditional speedrunning, as opposed to this one, which is doing as much as you can. So yeah, it's interesting. So I'm trying to work out, if we've done 3, 6, we've done 2.5 hours or something like that now on this. 2.5 hours. It's not bad actually, is it? We're gonna pop this into the stratosphere actually. We're going to pop this into space. There we go. Right, we're going to get rid of the fairings. Now, one of the reasons... Oh, I just remembered. Yeah, this craft, I need to remember that this comes down in a very interesting way, doesn't it? I.e. upside down. Let's put the parachutes on. There we go. I want to actually see, can I, you know what, I'm just going to, where's aim camera? There we are. Right, where's my, just go inside, see the koalas. There we are. Right, are they actually doing anything? How long does that take? Oh, it's horrible. That takes a grand total of 17 minutes. Wow. You get 22 science out of that, which is quite a lot, actually. It's enough for us to be looking at. It's going to give us enough science to basically do most of the research that I want that's queued up. So that's one thing to keep in mind. This is one of the reasons why you might want to keep sending up biological capsules when you're sending up film cameras. Because, I mean, you look at this, we're not going to spend that much time in space, as it were. We can actually decouple now, I think. We're not going to spend that much time in space. We're going to start eating through it, but we're only going to get to our apoapsis, what, now? So we've got, what, 5 science units on board this, is that right? I think. We're going to get a good chunk of science, hopefully, off this, but we still need quite a few missions to get all of that eaten up. So if you send up a biological sample, and if you've got the parachute already, you don't need the sounding rocket payload to actually just get the science. So you're basically just sticking that biological capsule onto another vessel that's already going up. And it sort of works out being logical. It's sort of, you're not paying for 2 parachutes. And you don't have a stupid design thing like this. We're actually coming down in the sun. I forgot about this. I think last time we were coming down, here we go, into its special return orientation that's really effective. Because we like to use parachutes as heat shields. I don't know why I haven't moved this. I should have just put that behind there. It would have been easy. There's everything exploding in the background. I hope you can hear that. Yeah, this is the worst design I've ever come up with. It is absolutely horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Right, coming on through the atmosphere, we've slowed down nicely, and we can just go for it. There we go, all the way down. All the way through. There we go. Can I go any faster? No, it has to take this. So anyway, yeah, as I was saying before, you can spend a lot of time just refining your first 2 craft pretty much in RP-1, because those boosters are pretty much going to do most of these first launches. I think I tend to have another launch vehicle. It's an adaptation of the heavy launch vehicle for my advanced biological capsules, and I tend to use that for the 3rd film camera. But in general, it's not much sort of change. You need probably 3 craft, and one of them being an evolutionary craft, and then you tend to want to do your 3,000 kilometer downrange by combining a few craft, is the way I tend to do it. Saves on tooling, and you're only going to use that craft potentially once, unless you wait long enough to actually use one of your suborbital boosters for it, and then you might actually just use the if you're going to do a 3-stage orbital booster, you might just use the first 2 stages, do a sort of Black Arrow Flight 0 approach, where you've got boilerplate units. And this takes a long time to come down, doesn't it? Because I'm in normal speed and I'm eating the time away right now. Right, we're coming down all the way through the atmosphere, and I've got about 5 minutes left of this video, so I need to take that into account. Oh, the parachutes are now open. There we go. We're going to flip it over any second, any moment now. It's going to flip over. There we go. Sorted. All right, and now it's going to wobble like crazy. We're going to accept. That's not normal wobble. Let's just do that. Does that help? No, that's still not normal wobble. Right, so they're now open. We're going to come down, and shortly we will be entering into the water. And I don't know why I'm doing a German accent. That's interesting. I wonder how much science we're going to get from this. Right, we're going down and touchdown. There we go. Oh dear. Did I complete the mission? Yeah, but I lost all the science. Are you kidding me? Oh, right. Well, what's going on? What's this altitude? Whoa, that's special. That is special. Can I? All right, we had everything destroyed there, right? Go back to the Space Center and let's see what's going on. All right, so we are back after that interesting situation where we seem to have lost all of the science from that mission, which is slightly annoying because we would have been able to put some more tech into the research queue, but it doesn't matter because, satellite era stuff is taking forever to do anyway. In fact, we may never actually complete it. So let's have a look. We do want to do another bio. I'm actually going to tee another one up, which may sound a bit weird. In fact, no, I'm not. We're going to make a modified film one. So we'll actually take this and we'll modify it, put a biocapsule on it, so that we can actually get some more film science, because I think we need to start looking at science requirements. So we'll probably take that and edit it. We have 3 minutes. So actually, let's do that. Let's edit this. Let's edit the craft. Right, so this is our beta 1A film. We're going to turn this into film bio, or biofilm. There we go. Biofilm 1. Right. So let's have a look. I'm going to do this the way that I've just been told off by people telling me that you've got a button, why don't you use it? There we go. Open the fairings. Look at that. Did that. Right, we'll pull that down. Now I've done that. Right. I actually want to take that off, and I want to put on a biological sample pit. In fact, you know what? No. We'll put the biological sample above it, because we can. Oh, now we could put the advanced bio in. Does that have bio 1 in as well? I don't think it does it? I thought traditionally you could have both, but I don't think it does. So we'll stick this one on there like so. And we'll turn it on. There we go. Right. So I think that's that there done. I'm happy with that. That, I think, is going to work for us. That's going to work nicely. So we're going to save that. I don't think we have any issue with things. No, we don't. So we're going to save the edits. And I think that one's done. Right, so let us have a look. We have, oh, a bit of a spin round there. Right, we have that going. I'm gonna move up. We need to have a look at what, no, not into the spaceplane hangar. It's that little journey into the spaceplane hangar has now cost me 30 seconds because I had to load up. Whoa, come back. I had to load up and then load back out again. How wonderful. Right, next mission, thanks, Gene. Next mission, I think we're gonna go for, I think we have to do you. That's just getting obscene, isn't it? How long do I have to build for that? Yeah, we'll do that. Right, so we'll do that one. Next episode, we are going to be going for another one of those sounding rockets. So from me, until next time, have a great one.